Hey everyone, so I am using my phone because my camera conked out on me. I'm have to get another camera so that I can do YouTube videos from my laptop. But I didn't want to not do a video tonight, so I wanted to, because tonight I wanted to talk about what money really is. Because not yesterday, but Tuesday, we talked about how there's the misconception that and people say that money is the root of all evil, and we've all been taught a lot of things, a lot of misinformation, and there's a lack of financial literacy pretty much amongst everyone, including adults. And so that's my passion and purpose, is to try to alleviate some of this. Now, I'm going to try to make this quick because I'm not sure if my phone is going to upload the entire video, and I don't want to do a 15-minute video and only 2 minutes goes up. So, but what the main thing I wanted to share with you all tonight is I wanted to explain to you what money is. And money is a form of exchange that is divisible, that is fungible, and that maintains its intrinsic value. And so, what is intrinsic value? Intrinsic value is something that has a value all its own, without it necessarily being tied to anything else. I'll try to give an example. So, like, gold is real money, and so this is a gold coin. And so gold is real money. This is a tenth of an ounce of gold. And why is it real money? It meets all of those criteria because you can take this gold and you can make jewelry, and you can make utensils with it. There are a lot of other functions for gold other than just money. So it has what we call intrinsic value. What we thought was money, this right here, what we're told is money, is really just paper. Like, if we don't use this to purchase anything, if you break down this piece of paper to the its very essence, you're not going to have much left. I mean, you can't burn this because then you won't have anything left. You might be able to use it for whatever you can use paper for, but it doesn't have that much intrinsic value. It doesn't have any more intrinsic value than the paper that's used to create this envelope. What gives this purchasing power is a government edict, and that's called fiat. This is what you call fiat money, and it has value because the government says that it has value. But for that, and the fact that we believe in what the government says, and we believe that this has purchasing power, we use it, and so that's what gives this its value. If it didn't have that, this would not be worth anything. I wanted to share with you a little bit of history. As a matter of fact, before I get to that, I'm going to show you another coin that will be considered money. And this is 90% silver. And a lot of people probably remember these coins growing up. I know that I did. I saw them, but I didn't really see them. I didn't realize what happened. I think it was back in 1970. No, actually, it was 1965 when it was decided that the United States was not going to mint its coins in 90% silver anymore. So I hope that you can see this, but this is a silver dime today, and I hope that you can see it. But if you look at a dime, you will see the copper that is inside the dime, whereas this is what you call a 90% silver dime, and there is no silver. I mean, there is no copper there because it's 90% silver. This has way more intrinsic value than this does. Right now, if I took this silver dime to a pawn shop or a coin dealer or anything like that, I would actually get $2.50 for this silver dime, whereas I would only be able to get 10 cents for this. And so over the years, this has maintained its purchasing power. This has not. And you can tell there's proof that this has not maintained its purchasing power, because if you go to the gas station, some people may remember when, and I do, I'm telling my age, but when I was little, I remember gas was 25 cents a gallon, and gas is over, in some places, over $3 a gallon today. And so this did not maintain its purchasing power. And nowadays it definitely takes two incomes to run a household. And I'm also going to show you a little bit more history in terms of the difference between these $2. Now, this dollar right here, if you look at it, it says, I can't turn my camera, but it says Federal Reserve note. And basically what this is this is a loan from the Federal Reserve, and the government pays the Federal Reserve back with our taxes, and we pay interest on this. And so that's basically debt. Well, before 1913, before the Federal Reserve was established, and I'm not going to go down any rabbit holes or anything like that. These are just facts. Before they were established, before it was established, these used to be claim certificates for silver. And actually, I have some, I have 90% gold, 90% silver quarters. So basically, you would take this, and actually, hold on, I've got something even better. Hold on just a second. Okay, so actually, you would take this into a bank to get one of these, and it says it right on the top, silver certificate. Whereas this right here says Federal Reserve note. So I hope you see the difference. They both look like, they are both dollars, but this occurred after we stopped minting silver coins. And so this used to just be a claim check. It had some value, but it had value because everyone knew you could take this to the bank and get one of these. And so I wanted you all to understand the difference between money and currency. This is currency. And this, and this, and these gold and silver are precious metals, and they've been considered or used as money for millennia, like over 6,000 years or so. When the Bible talks about 30 pieces of silver that was paid to Judas to betray Jesus, they're talking about this. And so I just wanted to share that with you. It's very important. These are just the basics that you need to know, because when you know these things and you understand how important it is to be very proactive and deliberate about managing your finances and managing them in a way that you're being responsible, that you're making your money, you're managing it, and you're growing your money, you're mastering your money. And one of the things that you need to consider is saving your purchasing power by saving a little bit of gold and silver. I'm on a program where I get one of these once a month. And so that way, I have to spend this. I live in the United States, so I have to do what everyone else does. But at the same time, I take a portion of my savings and I save in precious metals. I just don't put all my money's not just in the bank. I save in precious metals, because you never know. If you look up the history of what happened to Zimbabwe and Argentina and in Germany, and there are tons of other examples, but these are like the most extreme examples of what happened when the government printed too many of these. And so you had someone could call themselves a trillionaire, but when they added up all the currency might have been worth $10. I mean, that was because the purchasing. I mean, that's because the dollars had lost their purchasing power. The currency had lost its purchasing power. And if you've been paying attention to the news with everything that's been happening with COVID, the government is printing a lot of money. Now, they're not necessarily using the printing presses like they